fireworks were illuminating the clear sky above us and spreading good vibrations among the audience. Every spark that was reflecting in the eyes of the viewers seemed to have a hypnotic effect. The loving couples were standing with their arms around each other and gazing at the sky, while I was the only one looking down at my phone screen. Akiko and Rokuto were standing next to me, trying to decipher my facial expression.
I called Katsumi a few more times and he never answered. I think it's no use anymore.
You look like you've seen a ghost. Did you hear from Katsumi?
Yes, Katsumi sent me a text. You can guess what he says.
He says he's sorry. Am I right?
Katsumi is so over the line now. I'd like to knock some sense into him right now.
Look, maybe it's not like Katsumi's irresponsible or anything like that. Maybe he's just doing something he wouldn't like us to know.
Yeah, what exactly? He's hiding he has a girlfriend, and she accidentally saw him with us tonight.
Could be. Look, guys, we can stay here all night, but we won't find anything.
She's right. It's late and we're all tired.
I should walk you home. I'll give Katsumi some space.
Alright, let's do that.
I'll let you know if I hear from Katsumi. You call me too in the morning and let me know if you got something.
Yeah, we'll talk in the morning to see who Katsumi called first.
Guys, let's go.
All three of us headed for the metro station, together with a bunch of people who were also leaving the summer festival. On our way there, Rokuto tried to lift our spirits.
Look at us, guys. Here we are, racking our brains, trying to find out what's going on with Katsumi, while he's probably in bed sleeping like a log. He went to buy us food, figured he didn't have enough cash, and bailed.
And here we are, making up all sorts of conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that would be super funny.
There, give it some thought. It could happen to anybody.
Listen, I might sound a bit bitchy, but...
But what, Akiko? Something tells me that nothing good is gonna come out of your mouth.
If I were in his shoes, I'd call you and explain that I'm broke.
Something tells me that we're gonna launch the investigation process soon.
That's not a bad idea at all, Rokuto.
She found a new way to prepare for the police academy.
Akiko then gave me a genius idea. I put my emotions aside and started thinking. Katsumi could have asked Rokuto for money, but... if we assume that he did call him and Rokuto was talking on the phone at that exact time, chances are Katsumi simply couldn't reach him on his cell. This could be a plausible scenario. Suddenly, I found all that drama so hilarious. While I imagined Katsumi running away from us, dressed in a yukata. The next morning, I woke up early and while still half asleep, I reached for my cell phone. I woke up early and while still half asleep, I reached for my cell phone. While doing so, I knocked some notes off my desk, together with a coffee mug that I left there the previous night. Oops! At least the mug was empty. I heard my mom walking in and out of adjacent rooms getting ready for work, making terrible noise with her heels. I felt sorry for the neighbors downstairs. The sound of her footsteps died down when my mug fell down, and got replaced by the voice of my mom asking me if I was okay. Yeah, Mom, everything's fine. It's just the coffee mug. It fell down and broke. What followed then was a lecture on taking glasses and mugs to the kitchen every night before sleep. And that was it. She slammed the entrance door and went to work. I was all by myself again. No new messages, no missed calls. I wonder if I'm the only one who hasn't heard anything from Katsumi yet. I'll ask Rogoro if he's got any news from Katsumi. He's a good friend of Katsumi's. It's only logical to think that he'd call him first. I listened to Rokuro's advice and went to the apartment Katsumi was renting. I rang the doorbell, knocked, called him, but in vain. Nothing could be heard from the inside, and it seemed like there was no one else in there. I went out in the street and headed towards the metro station, utterly crushed for having achieved nothing. I saw a girl walking toward me with her head down. Luckily, I recognized her. Mitsuki! What a coincidence!
Hey! I'm so glad to see you!
And I'm glad to see you too! Mitsuki was very unique when we were in high school. She didn't care about partying, clubbing, or expensive clothes, although she was coming from a wealthy family. She always seemed modest and kind, and she loved going out to some quiet places and enjoying a cup of hot tea. Mitsuki was a huge art fan, and she expressed her creativity through painting and music.
What are you doing here? Don't you live on the other side of the city?
I dropped by Katsumi's place to see if he was home. Katsumi lives nearby. Did you know that?
Aha! I know that. I often see him here.
I felt bad because Mitsuki was seeing Katsumi more often than me. The only way I communicated with Katsumi was on Chatlinx, and Mitsuki couldn't care less about the app. Did you see Katsumi added you to our chat group? Mitsuki suddenly remembered that she hadn't bothered so much as to say hello to our group. Fortunately, none of us held it against her, but she still felt the need to justify herself.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. But I really don't have the time to reply to all those texts.
So, what have you been doing lately except preparing for the entrance exams?
Bunch of other things. Mostly, I painted and spent time in my art studio.
That's fantastic, Mitsuki. On the other hand, it's too bad you don't have the time for hanging out. Also, I was thinking you might help me find Katsumi.
Katsumi's always online. Send him a text. He replies to me in an instant.
When was the last time you texted him?
Oh, I don't know. I deleted all my messages and I really can't tell you that.
Mitsuki, nobody heard from Katsumi since last night.
Nobody? But that has never happened before.
I saw that Mitsuki knew Katsumi pretty well, and I thought she could be of great help finding him. So I tried to extract as much info from her as I could. How close are you and Katsumi? I mean, how well do you know him?
Quite well, actually. We didn't grow up together. But I know certain details from his life that he told me about.
Katsumi never talked to me about that.
Also, he didn't feel uncomfortable asking of me to cover for him almost every day.
Meaning what, Mitsuki?
He would usually call me in the morning to ask me to say a few kind words about him to my father.
Your father? What for? I don't get it.
You didn't know? Katsumi works as an intern in my father's company.
I didn't have a clue about it. Why was Katsumi hiding something like that? It's a good thing.
Experience in that work field would be a great plus in his resume. I did him a favor and asked my father to hire him. That was it.
I don't quite remember which company your father runs.
I can't believe this. The whole school knew what my father does for a living. Look up.
Mitsuki pointed at a high building across the street with a flashing billboard sign of Chatlinx. Mitsuki's father was the owner of Chatlinx. Mitsuki, is this some sort of practical joke or what? Admit it. Katsumi and you have a deal to mess with me, am I right?
I swear, none of what you said is true. I'm not capable of playing with other people's feelings like that. I thought you knew me better.
I thought I knew Katsumi too. Anyway, I suppose Katsumi didn't report for work today.
He didn't. That's exactly why I went to Chatlinx a few minutes ago. I had to talk to my father. Katsumi's gonna lose his job if he doesn't report for work within the next 3 days.
We have to think of a way to trace Katsumi. Maybe your father can help us with that. Maybe he can check which location Katsumi logged in from last time.
We can't ask him to do that, because we'd violate the rights of our users.
Yeah, welcome to the 21st century. Stupid rights! If I black out in the middle of the street wearing a short skirt, no one's gonna offer me a helping hand, 'cause that may be characterized as sexual harassment.
It gets even worse. A compliment paid to a girl can be perceived the same way.
Mitsuki, what do we do? Should we break some rules?
I don't think we should do that. We have to stick to established rules and norms of conduct. If somebody doesn't want to be found, then I guess we shouldn't try to find him.
Mitsuki, I'm not gonna drag you into all of this. I know how hard it is for you to abandon your true values.
I'm already dragged into this. I don't have to be a part of that game of yours, but I can help you begin with it.
How? Mitsuki opened her small backpack and took out a bunch of keys and key tags. She handed them to me reluctantly because she felt like she was betraying Katsumi. I knew the keys were Katsumi's because one of the tags was the one I had bought for him for his previous birthday. The tag had the logo of his favorite game, Shadow Time.
Here, these are Katsumi's keys. He forgot them the last time he showed up at work. Take them and return them to him.
I will, Mitsuki.
I know you will. I also know that the temptation's huge and that you should think really hard before you decide to do something that may put your relationship with Katsumi at risk.
Mitsuki had strong beliefs about what was right and what wasn't. She would never break into somebody's apartment, but she secretly hoped that some of us would be brave enough to do it. Frankly, I didn't feel good about it either. However, the desire to discover the truth and find a missing friend was much stronger. Mitsuki, Thank you very much for everything you've told me. It really means a lot to me.
You're welcome. See you at college then.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's a real craze going on at the college with emblem clothes. The students are buying emblem clothes of the department they're applying to. Hurry up to get something for yourself, 'cause it'll all be gone soon.
Awesome! I didn't know that. I'll definitely check that out.
That goes without saying. You don't want to be the only girl in this year's class who doesn't have clothes with emblems of the police academy.
No way, I like my vocation. I said goodbye to Mitsuki and called Akiko right away.
The fact that you're calling me instead of texting me only tells me that you have some fresh info.
That's right, Akiko. You're not gonna believe what I just found out. Quit whatever you're doing and meet me in front of Chatlinx headquarters.
Wow, you're making a big entrance, aren't you? I'm coming right away.
Call Rokudo, I want him to be there too. We have the first clue.
Deal. I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world.
See you soon then. I was playing with that bunch of keys in my hands while thinking about the thing I discussed with Mitsuki just a few moments before, privacy. We started protecting ourselves so much that we destroyed every chance for someone to even offer us a helping hand. We're so detached and reserved that not even our best friend knows us anymore. The next 48 hours were crucial for Katsumi's life. Luckily, I never regretted the decision I'd made.